Hello guys and welcome. So in this video I've decided to do things a little bit different, but I want to discuss how and why pay to win can be very expensive and can have a very bad effect on your personal finance if you don't manage it properly. Thank you for watching the video so far. Remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe and ring the bell to help with the YouTube algorithm. Now back to the video. So, as I said, I decided to do it a little bit differently today and to feature an actual game on this channel. So, for people who know me, I run a gaming channel on YouTube. That's my other channel, and I talk about it all the time, and you see it's linked in all my videos. So, the idea of pay to win when it comes to video games is that you are going for content. You're trying to unlock items, characters, things you need to progress, but you're actually putting cash in order to progress quicker than other players. So all these games, they usually have a way of doing things for free. You can grind for free, you can do everything for free, you can earn everything in game. But if you offer cash, then you are able to progress a lot faster than other players. Now, the reason why that this can become a problem when it comes to your personal finance is because it's very easy to become obsessed, and also it's easy to become like just desperate to be number one. It's like, look at me, I've got the best character. So, for example, let me feature this game. It's called Genshin Impact. It came out recently. This game is amazing. It's free to play. It's like Zelda Breath of the Wild, except it's completely for free with anime characters and so on. I've been having a lot of fun with it on my other channel. Now, in this game, the way it works is you earn these gems along the way. By playing the game, you earn these gems and you can spend them on wishing. So you can do one wish, like here. So it costs 160 pyro gems per wish. So let me show you how that works. So let's confirm. Okay. So I didn't get anything decent this time. Alright, so I got just a 3-star weapon. What I could also have gotten, I could have gotten these 5-star characters, which can actually make your life 4-star or even 5-star characters. And there's different types of doing this. Now, the problem with this is that now I've used all my gems, okay? So I would have to earn a bunch more in-game before I can try and wish or roll again. But if I became desperate, or if I just wanted to, I could buy gems. So, for example, if I click here, this plus symbol, then I can exchange Genesis crystals for these gems that you earn in game. So, how much are Genesis crystals, you wonder? Well, let's find out. So, if I was to try and work out where it is, so if I go out and I go into, so back into the game properly, go to shop, crystal top up. Okay, so I spent 160 gems. We've already seen that one gem equals one crystal equals one gem. So to roll each time it's 160, or you can roll 10 at once. But they have different rules in the game where every 10th roll is a guaranteed drop. But I'll get into that in a sec. So if I wanted to do what I just did for free by earning gems myself, I would have spent, let's see, so £5. Obviously, this is pound sterling. You could check the dollar equivalent if you're playing in the US. I think it is like for like. I think it is literally $5, $5. Would get you 300 crystals, and I'm assuming for first time purchase you also get a bonus of another 300. Okay, so if we quickly math, so that's 600 crystals or 600 gems for £5. Okay, so let's say 600 divided by 160. It would cost me, well, the £5 would get me 3.75 chances of those rolls. Okay, so how far will 3 rolls get me? If I want to do just do 3. If we go back and check, and we look at the details. Okay, so they said increased drop rate during this event. But when we really read into it and we read the actual chances, so it says For the event, Ballad in Goblets, base probability of winning a 5-star character is 0.6%. Consolidated probability, including guarantee, is 1.6%. Guaranteed to win a 5-star character at least once per 90 attempts. 90. So, if we math, so 160 gems or crystals times 90 means we would need 14,400 gems to guarantee definitely get, let's say, this 5-star character that we might be after in this game. How much would that cost me? So let's say I have the worst luck in the world, absolutely the worst luck, and I need all 90 attempts to get the gem. Sorry, to get the 5-star character. Okay, so 14,400. I would need. Okay, let's look at this one here. Because there's a bonus of 6,480 plus you get the 6,480. We're nearly there. So 6,480 times 2 equals 12,960. That's £100 already. So you might spend more than £100 sterling to buy one character in this game, if you're very, very unlucky. Now, I have a friend who has managed to get this 5-star character completely for free. She earned the gems in-game. She clicked roll and got it her, I don't know, 4th or 5th attempt with what she earned in-game. So the point of this video is to be very, very, very careful when it comes to pay to win. Now, I've been having a crazy amount of fun in this game. Like, so much fun. I'm playing it for hours every single day. I've progressed a lot. I'm in the game a very high level compared to most other players, and so on. And I haven't spent one penny because I know it's a slippery slope. Because you might just think, if I put another £5, maybe I'll get it in the next £5. Oh, it might, if I spend another 10, maybe I'll get it. Oh, if I spend another 20, maybe I'll get it. So it becomes an obsession. And let's say, for example, you spend only £5, you get your 5-star character, then you might think, oh, I only need to spend £5 and I'll get it. Let me try again. So, which is a problem with gambling addiction. So it's something to be really cautious about. So I would say if you're playing any game that has a pay-to-win system, be very, very, very cautious. Because on this channel, we're talking about becoming debt-free, for example. We're talking about saving money, living frugally, and so on. And these pay-to-win games can really, really hamper your progress. They can really slow you down. Or they will just delay your progress towards becoming debt-free or achieving financial independence. Now, there are arguments for the other side. So when you have massive content creators who are dumping hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars, showing you what it's like, it's, oh, look, I'm going to roll 40,000 gems today. Then for them, from their point of view, the amount of money they're spending is not much for them. So if they're dumping $1,000, it could be a tax write-off for them because, like with their income, it's nothing to them. Also, as well, so a lot of times this rolling or this idea is sponsored by the developers of the game. So I'm not picking on Genshin Impact at all. I love this game, but a lot of times the developers will go to big content creators. Will say, for example, okay, here are a lot of the in-game currency. We're going to give it to you for free. Please roll it on stream. Now, my concern only is the influence it can have on vulnerable people, because these pay-to-win systems, like a lot of these games, especially now, are called gacha systems, or the way I like to call them, gotcha systems, basically are unsolicited, uncontrolled gambling. And it wouldn't surprise me if in the future the gambling commissions tighten the strings, on them, tighten the knot on them, because they have already on loot boxes. So for me, gacha systems like this are basically just loot boxes. That's all they are. There's no other word for it. Now, the free-to-play model is a successful model in terms of developing games, because it gets you a lot of players through the door to play your game, and there are maybe a tiny percentage of the player base will then go crazy with the amount they spend. And those tiny percent of players who go crazy with their spending effectively plays for the whole bundle. It pays for every other player that plays the game. It allows the developer to keep developing the game and so on. However, what I would really like to see is that, for example, these other characters that are in this game are very useful. So you can see on the screen, if you don't know anything about Genshin Impact, this Venti character, for example, he's very good. He's very useful. He's very powerful and so on. I would just like to see an actual cash shop. So, like, for example, 4-star characters, they cost $5 each. 5-star characters, it costs $10 each. That's it. So there's no gambling involved. There's no chance based involved. That is where I feel it can be dangerous. And again, like I said, I'm not picking on Genshin Impact. I'm just talking about the concept of it and how you should really, really be cautious with this. Like, if you really, really like the game, some people use the idea of, for example, oh, I want to show the developer some support in any way I can. It's a free-to-play game. Absolutely love the game. I'm prepared to spend $50 on their game. But like I said, just exercise caution. It's a very slippery slope. And that's why, for example, and this is based on past experience. So I am not here to act as if I am above, the idea of gambling. In fact, poker is one of my favorite games. My point is that in the past with different apps, I have spent hundreds of pounds, and I am now eternally cautious about it because I've realized very quickly how much money I have spent on these apps when I could have put it towards becoming debt free, for example, to clearing my debt and becoming financially independent and more important things. So let me know in those comments down below. What do you think of gacha systems? Are they loot boxes in disguise? Have you had? Do you have fun with them? Can it be a burden on you? Are they uncontrolled forms of gambling, which sooner or later will be, tightened by the gambling commissions? Like, let me know. And like I said, I personally feel as well, if there was simply a cash shop, it's just a list of here are all the 4-star characters. Here are all the 5-star characters. If you want this one, buy this one. If you want this one, buy this one. I actually feel a lot more players would pay the money. To be perfectly honest, it'd be like, oh, well, I really, really like this game, so I'm going to spend the $10. I'm going to get Venti because it seems like everyone should get it. Now, there are also apps that do that. So there are other, for example, games where you have online free-to-play MMOs where they give you very limited, for example, bag space. And they say, okay, if you want to expand the bags, you need to buy these bag expansion items. They cost you money, and so on. Because the game initially is for free, but you just, in the cash shop, you buy what you need. An example of a game like that, Blade and Soul, which again I covered on my other channel. So, again, the point is, be very, very careful, please. That's all I'm saying. Be careful. And do not think you have to be first. It's not a race. Don't think you have to be, the best. Oh, look how much money I've spent. In the long run, if you're hurting yourself financially and you're hurting your future potential and your future savings, then that's not cool. So that's the thing. It's more cool to be financially independent. Like, for example, one person that I look up to a lot is Graham Stephen on YouTube, because he has been so frugal with his spending to the point where he's 30 years old and he already owns like 7 houses. And I think that's cool. He is a cool dude. The person who spent thousands of dollars on this game to have every single character and so on, but then has made themselves financially worse off or put themselves in potential financial hardship, to me, they're not cool. I'm talking about the hypothetical person, but I know there's probably some people out there that are like that. So be cautious, be cool. So be very cautious with these sort of things. And this, I said, I'm not picking on this game. I'm just talking about the concept of it and how the gambling addiction can really get to you very, very easily. You know, never approach this as it's just $5, no problem, because that is a gateway to gambling addiction, believe it or not. It can be the simplest thing, especially now with what's happening in the world, that this is the wrong time, especially what's going on. Like, I can't say why, but you guys watching, you know what I'm talking about. With what's going on in the world, this is not the time to put your money at risk. Simple as that. Okay. So anyway, guys, I've linked 2 other videos to this video from my channel. The whole point of this channel is aiming you towards becoming financially independent. So please check out the other channel videos, see what they're like, see what they're about, and hopefully we can work together towards this shared goal.